Out of all My Little Pony episodes, Pinky's antics sure do rival even the Lord of Chaos himself. So much so that a question that surely comes to mind is, why didn't Pinky's chaos cause discord to break free sooner? Well, sit back because I might just have an answer for you. Hello, I'm Discord, Jedi Knight, and I'm not gonna lie, Pinky is definitely wild. Sometimes a bit too random for my taste, but she grows on you after a while. However, from the moment he was introduced, I've always been a Discord fanboy. I just love villains and try to understand the mind of one trying to figure out why they do what they do. I even made an entire video analyzing his first appearance. At some point, I plan to do a full character video on him, like I've done on Pinky, but that's for another day. No, the question we must answer today is, if all it took was a little chaos from the CMC to break Discord free, then why didn't Pinky and her antics break him sooner? I've thought long and hard about this, and I believe there are several possible answers. 1. There might be a distance limit to Discord's abilities, and thus a limit how far he needed chaos to break free. 2. He was breaking free because of Pinky and the CMC were just the final nudge needed to release him. Or 3, which I actually think is the true reason. She represents the element of harmony, something completely different from chaos. We'll get to that, but first let's explore the other two ideas. So, the distance thing. If you notice, when Discord first breaks out, he contains most of his chaos in Ponyville. This suggests he might have a limit to how far his chaos can reach. Also, when the CMC originally broke him free, they were right in front of him. That gives the idea that perhaps he can only bring chaos to the area he's in. Therefore, only chaos in Canterlot might be able to break him free. Most of the time, Pinky was in Ponyville, but I actually think Discord was more focused on defeating his enemies, probably why his chaos was pinpointed as much as possible. He could have taken over the entire world if he... No, I'm not saying his powers are completely limitless, because we know that there are other, more powerful magics like love and friendship. But the idea that his power is limited to a range doesn't seem to fit the godly amount of power he displays, and why he never escapes. Possibly due to Celestia's guidance, she keeps everything in proper order. There's almost no chaos in Canterlot until... That's right, the gala. And what happens immediately after the gala? What episode do we see after all the chaos Pinky causes at the gala? That's right, Discord's release. So, was it just Pinky that broke him free? Maybe. But here's something I love about the gala episode. It wasn't just Pinky's chaos that caused problems. Nearly every member of the main six caused some chaos. So if chaos was what broke Discord free, it was everyone included. God, I love that clip. So, here's where the second theory comes in. Perhaps it was the chaos caused by the main six and Discord seal. Even if he has a limit to an area like Canterlot, the hijinks of the main six cause his seal to weaken. All he needed was one small push, namely the CMC on their field trip. And there you have it, the answer to how Discord broke free solved. End of video. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like, share, and I'm just kidding. Actually, I don't believe this is the real reason Discord broke free. No, I think it's more about what he represents versus what Pinky and subsequently Six represent. Harmony means balance. And for that to happen, you need some disharmony. For example, in nature, a wildfire might seem destructive, but it also clears dead matter, promotes new growth, and fertilizes the soil, leading to renewal. So, chaos in many ways is part of harmony. The yin-yang symbol is a perfect example of this. If you look closely, you'll notice a little white in the black part and vice versa. Why is that? Because there's a little of each in the other deep down. Pinky may represent laughter, and she often does chaotic things simply to get a laugh not only from her friends, but from the audience. But she isn't the only one who embodies positive chaos. All her friends have chaotic flaws and sometimes do bizarre things. Yet, they still represent the elements of harmony. Pinky is the perfect example of this, often going over the top to bring a smile. But what about Discord? What actually broke him free? How did the CMC do it? Yes, his seal was weakening because Celestia and Luna were no longer directly connected to the elements of harmony. But if you re-watch the episode, it was definitely this moment when the seal was broken. What caused? To understand that, we need to look back at what Discord truly represents as presented by Charlie.
Tail. This creature is called a Draconiquus. He is the head of a pony and a body made up of all sorts of things. What do you suppose that represents? Confusion, evil, chaos. This statue represents discord, which means a lack of harmony between ponies.
And there it is. When the three little favorite fillies of ours were arguing, they weren't acting like friends, nor was that harmony. No, they were acting disharmoniously. This is what led to Discord's freedom. Discord isn't just the god of chaos. He's specifically the god of disharmony, as he says in this line.
Entertaining.
Stop it, Discord. You're not playing fair.
I'm not playing fair? Perhaps we haven't met. I'm Discord, spirit of chaos and disharmony. Hello?
Now, the reason Pinky's antics or those of the main six didn't result in Discord's freedom is simple. None of their chaos was disharmony. Discord needed a specific kind of chaos conflict, fighting to break free. He is, after all, a spirit of disharmony. And this isn't the first time a particular kind of chaos has summoned a spirit. Remember the Wendigo goes are spirits that erupt when many ponies are fighting? Discord is the spirit of disharmony. This is what broke him free. And as soon as he was free, what was the first thing he did? He broke apart the main six's friendship. He made them fight each other, very similar to what the CMC did at the start of the episode. This is the specific chaos he needs, dark chaos. Light chaos, represented by Pinky and her friends, creates harmony. One cannot destroy the other which truly died. Then he is an immortal god. I think even if you broke his statue, it would merely release him, not kill him. Just like there's a bit of chaos in the main six, there's a little light in Discord. That's why he was ultimately reformed from chaos bad to chaos neutral. I wouldn't call Discord chaos good, as I don't believe that's in his nature. After all, let's face it. And like Pinky, who wants everyone to laugh, Discord is in it for himself to laugh. And similar to how Dash is. Dash enjoys pulling pranks to make herself laugh, not others. But Pinky makes sure that Dash never goes too far and that everyone has fun. Because of this, Pinky hates Discord. His jokes ultimately hurt others, especially those she cares about. That's right, stop shipping these two. We see multiple times that Pinky may like jokes, but she wants everyone to have a good time. Along with the other members of the main six, she ultimately opposes Discord and recognizes that he's up to no good several times. The only one willing to see the light in Discord was Fluttershy, not by forcing him to be something he's not, but by genuinely bringing out his better side. That's why I am a Fluttercord fanboy. And as for anyone who thinks Pinky can control chaos magic, that too is very false. Look, that doesn't look like someone controlling said power. In fact, I'd argue the power is controlling her and it's making her go crazy. She can't control negative chaos because she isn't like Discord. No one can control chaos except Discord because it's a negative type of energy and Discord is made of that type of energy. Good point. If that's the case, then why is he disappearing in this clip? Well, you see, Discord isn't being himself in this clip. Yes, he has light in him and wants to be good, but being good doesn't mean he has to change who he is. That's why he was on the verge of disappearing there. So, there you have it. My answer to the question of this video is that Pinky and her friends represent the opposite of Discord. But is there a connection between Discord and the Wendigos? That could be a future video idea. For now, check out this video to find out why Celestia decided to let Discord be reformed in the first place. Like, share, subscribe, and remember, my friends, what's the fun in making sense and friendship is magic?